A chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's trying to get as much as he can, and boy, a lot's going to depend on the spot. They're going to give it to him. He needed 5. He didn't get much more than that, but it's enough at a 1st down. Again, Fields. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now it's Fields. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 58 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Flowers going to go in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it. Achane with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Final shot before the break. Fields looking deep here for Flowers. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As message received here, no need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Achane. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, so that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on sticking.
Hall has it knocked loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
Second and 7. Flowers going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Up the middle, Achane. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Fields now to throw. Steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. From 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completed to Hyatt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Paul ought to give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He connects with Hyatt. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now 1st and goal. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now back to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity.